Time now for Thimble Talk, brought to you by Thimble City. At Thimble City, we sell thimbles. Starring Tony Bolero and Sidney Pratt, with special musical guest Rory Bristol and our live studio audience. Now, let's talk thimbles. Hi folks, welcome to another exciting episode of Thimble Talk, brought to you by Thimble City. Tony Alto, my co-host and also the sponsor of Thimble Talk, is here with me today. We've got a great show lined up. We also have a new sponsor we want to mention, don't we?
We do indeed, Sidney. It is Clabber Girl Baking Powder. For the best baking powder, Clabber Girl.
All right. We're going to start out the show as we always do with our very own Rory Bristol.
Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind you like to flaunt and take the theater. Well, she always knows the place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. I'm talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. Well, she always knows the way. She can learn something to say. What a blessing. You can leave her on her own. She was always out alone, and she's a blessing. Well, she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. I'm talking about the little lady. And the lady is mine. Well, she never asks for very much, and I don't refuse her. Always treat her with respect, never would abuse her. Always done what I did, I don't want to lose her. Help me build a mountain out of little bottle clay. Well, she knows what I'm about. I get big around, and that's not easy. Well, she knows me through and through, and she knows what to do and how to please me. She's a lady. Whoa,
Of course, now, as we always do in these shows, we're going to play that world-famous, world-renowned game, What's Behind That Wall?
What's behind that wall, y'all? What's behind that wall? This could be your lucky day. We're gonna give it all away.
Blondie ain't holding no thimble.
Blondie ain't holding no thimble. All right, Manny Dabowski of Normal, Tennessee.
Is that his real name?
Yes.
I don't know
Manny.
any of those. No, I'm not talking. Go ahead.
How do I tell a right-handed thimble from a left-handed one? This has bothered me for years, and I am currently on medication.
Yeah, he's probably Polish as well.
Oh.
You know, you get these questions like this, right-handed thimble, left-handed thimble. Everybody knows that a thimble is ambidextrous, and you can use it on either hand, either finger.
It's what?
Ambidextrous. And what they are made for, I mean, you can look at a thimble. Most people can, except our friends from the Pole area over in, what is that, East Pole? I mean, North Pole's where Santa Claus lives. The East Pole, I reckon, is where you Polacks live.
He's from Normal, Tennessee.
Oh.
So what was the answer to the question?
I think I've already made that statement.
All right. And then from Baghdad, Tennessee.
You got to be making that up.
No, I'm not. You can look it up. Look anywhere you want to. Google it, whatever you want to do, and you'll see that there is a Baghdad, Tennessee, and Bulldog Taggart.
You got to be kidding. I bet they lock up their carpets in Baghdad.
Bulldog Taggart of Baghdad, Tennessee writes in, I've noticed that Tony's last name changes in every episode. Why is that? Is he in the witness protection program or what?
Well, I didn't notice that.
He's right.
That my name's been changing? I mean, I think everybody knows that my name is Tony Waugh.
I wasn't aware of that.
You weren't aware of who you're sitting next to, Tony
I announced
Waugh?
you today as Tony Alto.
Well, I probably wasn't paying attention, but Sidney, what has happened here is my name is Tony Waugh, and I'd appreciate if you got it right every week, okay?
Waugh.
Waugh. I am a Korean. I'm 100% full-blooded, red-blooded Korean. South Korea, not North Korea. You know, all the nuts live up in North Korea. What they do, they take little kids up there that's got Frankenstein heads, put designer glasses on them, and make them into the king of North Korea. But now we're from South Korea. My family is the Wah family. And,
Wah?
Tony Wah.
You don't look Korean to me at all.
Well, now, when I was young, I had plastic surgery is one of the problems. And also, I eat a lot of sushi, which I probably got bigger than most of my family. But we came over back in the 1800s, wound up out there in San Francisco. That was the first place that the Ralph showed up, my original relatives. And of course, came in San Francisco during the gold mining area. You're familiar with the gold mining area. And what had happened was a lot of you miners was out there and they was getting their hands and their feet dirty and stuff like that. So my family just originally had a brilliant idea. I guess it's probably my great-great-grandfather, 8, 9 times removed, Tuniswa. And they started a toenail and fingernail shop out there in San Francisco.
What?
Yeah, they, you know, the old miners come in, they got crud on their fingernails, they got crud on their toenails where they've been out there mining all day long. So we started a fingernail and toenail shop out in San Francisco. And of course it branched out, you know, you can go anywhere in the country now and you'll see my relatives is running your toenail and fingernail shops. You go in, people not as cruddy as it was back in them days. But that's why you see a lot of Wahs. Now your Lees and your Chins come in too, and they kind of sifted in. They're not no relations to us.
So this is a generational occupation?
I don't know what you're talking about there. But anyway, that's how things got started. Now, what happened was that a lot of you miners that was out there parading around in your creeks and stuff like that and was trying to get you gold and they had your boots on, they tear, you know, they got the big old toenails like that right there that kind of curl up and they would tear holes in their boots. So they would come into the fingernail and toenail shop and their boots would be all tore up, and then all of a sudden we realized we could sew the boot up. We could take a thimble, have to use a thimble, so it kind of went one to the other, if you know what I mean, an about face of sorts. And from having a fingernail and a toenail shop and tying it into thimbles now. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so we branched out, and my bunch come over here into the South, the original was, and we started thimble organizations and operations. Now, it didn't work as good in the South because, you know, most people here is not, you know, there ain't no gold mining going on over here. And people wasn't corroded and corrupted as much as they was, so the fingernail and toenail shops. But
I think we've got a picture of you as a baby.
Oh, that'd be great.
We sure do.
That'd be great. Can we see that?
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
All right. And of course, you know, I've tried to keep my family and my relatives and stuff in it. And of course, Rory over here, he works down at Thimble City, one of our chief salesmen. Of course, you know, Rory probably don't look as Korean as I do.
I don't know. He really doesn't.
Well, it's the fact of the matter is that Rory is not a Korean.
What do you mean?
Well, Rory was adopted. He was, and I hate to bring that out. We've held that as a family secret
Rory.
for about, you know, so many years. And
look what you've done.
well, he's a grown man. He needs to know the truth. And what happened now, me and my brother, we was over in one of them foreign countries. I ain't going to call them no names, but, you know, they sat on carpets and charmed snakes and stuff like that. But we was over and we seen little Rory at that time. That wasn't his name. His name was Habish. And he was over there, and he was charming a snake at the age of 4.
Really?
And my brother, he kind of fell in love with a little feller, and we got to talking with him there in that bazaar. You know, they have them bazaars and everything over in that foreign country. And before you know it, we traded a goat and a case of Prego spaghetti sauce, and we brought Rory back with us. And of course, he's been a while ever since. Well, in name, not in blood. I mean, you know, certain things of that nature.
Oh, he doesn't.
Sorry about that, Rory. I mean, you know, but you're a grown man. You need to know these things. And we went from here to there and in between and all those things. And just glad to be here and running fingernail and toenail shops and thimble shops all over the country.
What a revealing episode we've had today. I guess that's going to about do it for today, Rory. Sorry, buddy.
He'll be all right. I mean, you know, he can still sing.
Well, the only thing I've got to say now is what makes a thimble special?
You do.
Here's for Thimble on your list at Thimble City. We sell thimbles at Thimble City. We sell thimbles.
Thimble City.